All right, folks, we are adjacent to the Maroon locker room. We're in the Cyclones locker room here tonight doing the post-game interview, and my guest is my first star of the game, and that's the kid that wears number 17, and his name is Connor Hunt. A huge 6-3 victory here tonight in game number 5 for the Chatham Maroons as we get the thumbs up from trainer Eric Harvey over there, who does an outstanding job. And Connor, I was telling you earlier, I compare you, when you shoot that puck, I lose my mind in the booth. And you got into open ice and you scored a goal, and I was kidding with you that Carter McDougall still has not seen. It was in and out of that net in milliseconds. You remind me of the great Lanny McDonald, number 7 for the Toronto Maple Leafs back in the 70s and 80s, and won a cup with the Calgary Flames a little later in his career. But listen, let's be honest, your line's been a little bit quiet in this series, and you're a big gun line. You and Gillis and Chadwick, boy, oh boy, you, over the season, you bulged the twine a number of times. It's got to feel pretty good to get things rolling.
Yeah, it was nice for sure. We've been struggling sort of throughout the start, but got her going there tonight.
Very much so. And your speed, I mean, you and Brody Gillis and Carter Chadwick, I think the speed of your line when you're clicking really can cause the opposing team's defense some trouble.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they're quick.
Absolutely. Listen, it's 3-2. Series isn't over yet, and I was kidding, up in the booth. I'd really like to stay home on Sunday and watch the Masters. So I want you to do me a favor. Go pot a couple more down there in Stratford on Friday night, and let's win this series 4-2. Do you think you can do that favor for me?
Yeah, that's what we're all hoping. We both don't want to play on Sunday, so let's get her going.
All right. Well, listen, folks, we're going to be back momentarily with head coach Richard Santos. Chris Taylor's hiding behind the camera here. This is number 17, Connor Hunt. My name's Peter Cobb saying stay tuned for Coach Santos. All right, folks, as promised, we got a new location. We're in the Chatham Cyclones dressing room, which is just adjacent to the Maroons, and I'm here with a happy and victorious head coach, Richard Santos. A smile, you can see a mile, and well-deserved. 2-0 for Chatham in games over this team, and then boom, they bounce back and tie the series 2-2. And I'm coming back on the bus from Muskoka Woods today thinking, by Jeevers, she's the best 2 out of 3. And we came to play. We had a lot of jump tonight, and I'm so pleased to see the effort that Connor Hunt's line, boy, they were just on fire. And Connor Hunt had the jump that I've seen all season.
Yeah, we had a meeting with Connor Hunt yesterday at practice, and you could tell he responded. And that's what your vet's got to do. That's what your OA's got to do. And he's one of our best players. So he stepped up in the biggest moments, and that's all you can ask for him.
Absolutely. And, Coach, I think there's not a lot of difference between these two teams. They're so evenly matched. But I got to give the edge to our team speed. And that first goal by Liam Campbell, it's 4-on-4. A little more ice out there. And when he gets free, we got kids that can put the puck in the net.
Oh, since the first game of the season, you could tell we could put the puck in the net. And Liam Campbell's been one of those guys. I think he had 26 goals or 25 goals this year. So we rely on him with some of his offense. And obviously you've seen that dynamic breakaway speed that he has. And when we're playing the Chatham Maroons hockey in the way that I've drew up this season and how I thought we built this team, it's exactly what we saw tonight. And I think for the full 60 tonight, we matched their intensity and matched their effort. And I told them, boys, if we match their effort, they can't stop us.
And so true. Very wise words. And I got to tell you, I'm impressed with 47, too. Here's a kid. I don't see him all season. And he steps out there, and he and Zanudo, my goodness, giving you some quality minutes out there and quality shifts.
Absolutely. I think you saw him on the ice in the last 3 minutes of the game. So D-zone draw on the right dot. He got his name called, won the draw. I think we were 42 and 13 in the face-off draws tonight, something like that. But we were well over 70%. So those icings I'm okay with, especially in pressure. When we get them in the dots, our guys are bearing down on those draws, and he's one of them. And for him, stepping into these moments, playing in front of the crowd that he did, he's never played in front of a crowd like this. he's the poise coming from him, and every OHL team that I'm talking to about him is the words are poise and puck skills are coming out of my mouth. I can't speak highly enough of him.
Well, he's only 15 years old too, folks. That's something. Now, you know, I got to tell you, I played baseball, and I remember I was playing right field one time, 2 out, and the bases are loaded. Fly ball comes to me, and it goes off the top of my glove and all the way to the fence, and all 3 runs score. And I just felt terrible. And I thought, the next guy up, I'm saying to myself, please don't hit the ball to me. Please don't hit the ball to me. And I felt the same way for Gannon Hunter tonight. 2 pucks that a billion times, other times, he snares those and no issue. But 2 that just went off and went into the net. And this is playoff hockey, Coach.
Yeah, obviously, you know, you look down and Gannon, you know, lets those 2 in. And obviously, he's in his own head at that point. But I can speak highly of our room because our room picked him up. There was not one head down. Everybody was there to meet him at the door in the dressing room, and we have all the faith in the world, and that's why we didn't make a goalie change. I told him, this is your net. Go earn it. Go win us this game. And obviously in the third period, he locked it down.
He certainly did. And I that's one thing I noticed. And that's on you, Coach. That's you building the team aspect around this group, and just a tremendous job. Well, listen, I would really like to stay home and watch the final round of the Masters on Sunday. So please do me a favor and end this thing on Friday night in Stratford. Do your best.
We will definitely try. I think we play a really good game in their barn. A couple bad bounces in game 4 went their way, but hey, these boys answer the bell, and I think they'll answer the bell on Sunday, and on Friday, and I bet you that we have a goalie coach in there that's saying the exact same thing you are.
All right, Chris Taylor's hiding behind the camera. I don't know what he had for supper tonight, folks. This is head coach Richard Santos. A big win, 6-3 win by these Maroons here in Game 5, Game 6 Friday night in Stratford. My name's Peter Cobb saying so long.